My name is Zach Ladner. I'm going to school at UT Dallas, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. I recently became a believer, and through campus outreach, kind of stumbled upon Lent. And I knew about Lent, and I knew that you're supposed to give something up. So many things that I held near to my heart from my previous life, and realized that it's really just about getting more of Christ through fasting. And I was like, of course I'm gonna do that. Like, why would I pass an opportunity to get more of Christ?
I'm Derek. So I went to UTD, and kind of briefly before attending UTD, I came to Christ. And coming to UTD, I got involved with a ministry called Campus Outreach. They helped me navigate, like, hey, like, you are a Christian, but how do you kind of navigate this? And for me, a large part of that was living out the Great Commission. Like, it's not just about, hey, like, you need to be, like, don't do X, Y, or Z, or that there's a very practical aspect that Jesus has called us all to. And something that came to my mind was lacrosse. I'd played in high school. I thought it was a place for me to step in and kind of use that for God's glory. So I shared with lots of guys on the team. One of the guys specifically was Zach. And then we'd have a lot of conversations of, like who do you think Jesus was? Do you think he was real? So I was like, hey, like I'm sure I go to Campus Outreach. Kind of like, would you like to come? And he's kind of like, no, not really. And I'm like, all right, well, what can I do to get you there? Our list specifically was like to pick out like 2 or 3 different colors of Skittles and put them together. So I guess that was his favorite flavor of Skittle. So I took him up. I was like, hey, if you said that, that'll do it. Like, I'll go pick out some Skittles. And he probably just threw it out there as a joke. But I was like, I'm going to take it and run. Kind of from there, like how Zach started coming around. He started coming to the village, and by God's grace, saved him.
So, I mean, I've always, loved desserts and candy and sugar. So, yeah, the first time I ever went was just because Derek just was going to give me candy just for going.
Basically every year, Campus Outreach, we would kind of walk through Lent. The staff would usually challenge students to give up things that we legitimately struggle with, or things we think pull us away from God, or things we could be idolizing.
And so just ironically, of course, my first Lent was giving up candy for 40 days. And it was big for me just because if I wouldn't have met Derek, if I wouldn't have started coming to Campus Outreach things, if I wouldn't have even started playing lacrosse, I really just wouldn't have learned that the gospel is true, that we have a Father that loves us, that we have a Savior that came and died for me. He died for all of us. It has been true for my life ever since the day that I came to Christ.